G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And it was a pretty triumphant and quite comical weekend of football this weekend. I've had a bit of a chuckle to myself. Not only are we riding high after a victory against Luton Town, but others, well, I don't know, they gave me some chuckles anyway. It's the day after the game now, and I think out of the performances of a lot of the teams that are supposed to be the best in England, I think we can really hold our heads up high. I think we're up there. We're up there. There's none of this, 10 years to rebuild stuff or anything like that. I think we're right up there, right now, right at this second, with the coming of age of Brennan Johnson just getting stronger every game. I never understood the flack he was getting in the first place. Sometimes it takes a player, a little while to settle in. And look at the kid go now. He was absolutely fantastic. Perfect. Did a perfect Ange sort of styly winging job. Kulu has got to stop passing it. Stop going cutting to the inside. We've all been saying that, haven't we? But Ange just said it now. So Kulu, if you want that position, you might have a job in midfield. Okay, I'm not saying cut him altogether, but if you want to be a winger man, you've got to stop going that way. You've got to go that way. But yeah, it was a very satisfactory performance, wasn't it, by Spurs? And it bodes well for our next game, which is only a couple of days away now, against West Ham. West Ham providing one of the comedy moments of the weekend. Did you hear what David Moyes said after the game? He said something along the effect of, well, I could see when we were 3-1 up, that Newcastle had a control of the game, so I had to do something about it. Oh dear. What's that, David? Did you try a bit of game management? Was that what you tried? Game management? That thing that people are still talking about as if it's some magical way. Just see out the game. 10 minutes to go. Don't worry about that 10 minutes, lads. We'll just see the game out. It doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm still waiting to hear a pundit slam on game management. All the times it didn't work. Another time it failed this weekend. Well, I must admit, David Moyes is he's nailing his colours to the mast, isn't he? He's clearly crapping himself about playing Tottenham in a couple of days and just wanted to rest one of his players, because I'm sure they'll come at us strong. They've been setting the world on fire with scintillating top shelf football this year, West Ham. Watch out, Spurs. I know they beat us, but that was an off day, all right? We were crap that day. It won't happen twice, don't you worry. Another team that parked the bus, holy moly, Batman. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Now, it's not a game I watched. Did watch some games this weekend, unusually, but I didn't watch that one. And I think Arsenal have bottled it already, haven't they, folks? That's their league title over. I think they've tried to be clever with it. Look, lads, we'll just get the draw today. We'll worry about catching up Liverpool in the other 9 games. Don't worry about don't worry about winning today. We don't need to win today. That was the attitude it looks like, wasn't it? We'll just come away with 1 point. Job done. No, man. No, you've got to go for the 3 points. And I wonder if Arsenal fail to win the league. Hopefully it's by 1 point. We can all point our fingers to performances, bottling, choking, pathetic performances from Plumstead FC against Liverpool. Absolutely hopeless. Against Manchester City, absolutely hopeless. But then Manchester City must have been toilet as well, because they couldn't score. They had 70% of the ball. Nothing in the back of the net. At least we got the ball in the back of the net 4 times, -2. 2 counted. The other 2, we got 50% of the ball over the line in each time. So doesn't that count as a goal? Maybe it does in the world of Mauricio Pochettino, who, despite Chelsea failing to beat a 10-man Burnley, God, they must have had some of that venom stuff that Bane user. What was it? You have adopted the dark, or something. I don't know. But Pochettino came out all rubber swords waving. like a crap pirate by claiming that. And I couldn't believe it when someone typed this into my chat on a stream the other day, but I've checked it out and it's stamped, verified, that Poch said, well, we're not really, this is what you're saying, we're not really where we're supposed to be in the league. Because if you look at XG, we're 4th in the table for XG. Well, Poch, I'm sure that'd be a nice little trophy. That's like unlocking an achievement. So you and all your players, maybe at the end of the season, you can all get yourself some of those stupid goggles, Vision Pros or whatever, and you can walk around your virtual trophy room, and then during the middle of the week, each week next year, you can put them back on again and go into a big warehouse and see how far you can get in the XG Champions League. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. Chelsea in the XG Champions League. And this is leading to cries from some Chelsea fans. I want my Chelsea back. Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're getting it back and you're not even there yet. You're going to look back at this season, talk about it with your grandkids. Oh, remember that year when we almost got into the top half of the table, little Johnny? God, that was when this was a football club. No, you're heading back down to the Championship and beyond, back to your natural habitat in the lower reaches of the football league. Because you don't belong here, Chelsea. You never have. It took one man nicking the whole of a country's oil supplies for you to get what you got. You nicked it, you stole it. You want your Chelsea back? Here it is. Come on in, sailor. Come on in. First in, best dressed. Welcome to the new old style Chelsea. Bang average. Absolutely disappointing every week. That's what you've got. So well done, you got your Chelsea back. Manchester City, we want our Manchester City back. It's coming just around the corner for you too as well, when the suits and people get all their act together and kick you both out of the football league. Kick you out of the sport of football. You'll have to start, I don't know, a netball team. See if Pep still pleads loyalty. Oh, I've heard the odd player at Manchester City. I'm going to stick with them if we get relegated. No, you won't. You're no Steve Perryman or Glenn Hoddle. You ain't got a bleeding chance. So it was a fun weekend. We're still up there. Aston Villa unfortunately beat Wolves because the ghost of Doherty keeps on haunting us, missing a sitter for Wolves near the death, playing absolute rubbish. Doherty, why can't you do Tottenham a favour for once? You did us a favour when you left, but we need more from you for what we invested in you. But that was a bit of a shame, but anyway, that's all right. 9 games to go. I'm feeling pretty good about the old Tottenham Hotspur footballers at the moment. I'm feeling pretty good. I think we're on a bit of a roll. Everyone had a pretty good game. Even Kulu was kind of, he wasn't dog shit, was he? He was all right, but he's not doing what Ange wants him to do. And you've got to do that, Kulu. Get it into your head, boy. Celso, yeah, he wasn't very good either. But rest of the guys, all lovely stuff. It's onwards and upwards towards West Ham now. We've got to put to bed what I would say is one of our naff performances this year, and I think we've had about 4. So I'm not buying all this. We're up and down. We're up and down. We're not. We're mainly up actually. We're mainly up. We've only got another 4 points to go before we equal what we got last year. So that's pretty good. We should do that pretty soon. We're safe from relegation. The only way is up. Until next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, and come on, you Spurs.